Joining us now, Wall Street Journal editorial board member Kim Strassel and American Majority CEO Ned Ryun. Great to see both of you. Kim, I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan about how much interest we're paying on the national debt and the monthly average and all that, because what Treasury Secretary Bessent is doing is talking about, look at the deficit, it's shrinking dramatically starting the second quarter of this year, no overlap with Biden. And Bessent is a badass when it comes to running the government's, borrowing, managing our balance sheet. So if he wants to crow about it, have at it.
No, they should all be crowing about this. I mean, how long has it been since we've been able to say that we actually narrowed our deficit? And, we all know this. There's basically two ways to dig yourself out of a situation like we're in. You either increase revenues or you cut spending going out. And what's interesting about this report is it shows both. I'm a little less jazzed by the revenue side because a lot of it's coming from tariffs. I'd much rather see that kind of revenue going up because of really sustained growth, but we will see what comes in the next year. But the most remarkable thing is we cut spending. I mean, this is remarkable. And every Republican should be out there talking about it because it's what Americans want to hear. And they ought to be doubling down on that because they will have public support for that because Americans are increasingly worried about our balance sheet.
Ned, but the tariffs are a signature, policy for President Trump. Talk about the role the tariffs are playing in this deficit reduction.
Well, we know that the CBO, which is not a friend of Trump's, has now updated their estimates. Instead of being $2.8 trillion off the national debt over the next decade, it could be up to $4 trillion over the next decade with the Trump tariffs. So it is a meaningful tool to start cutting into this deficit. But the thing that we have to address, though, is this mandatory spending. At some point, we're going to have to be serious about it. That's 60% of our federal budget, 27% is discretionary. And I know Dagan doesn't want to talk about the national debt, but that's 13% of our federal budget.
Oh, no. I want to talk about it. I just don't want to suck all the oxygen out of the room. Because I think can jawbone all day about it. That's the problem.
But at some point, we spent $7 trillion in the 2025 fiscal year. And if you were to do the quick math and cut all discretionary spending and say we're not going to do any discretionary spending for the next 20 years, that's what it would take to get out of the national debt. So we have to have a serious conversation about the mandatory spending.
The gross debt hit $38 trillion today, but the 10-year Treasury is below 4%, which is a little bit of a relief. But go ahead.
Well, we also want to get into the New York City mayoral candidates have another debate tonight. Kim, Mamdani just looks like a runaway train. Can anything stop him at this point?
Yeah, I don't think anything can. And we have this wonderful aspirational view in America that, you go into a race and the best candidate wins. And I think that's a great civic-minded spirit to have. But the reality is, you've covered enough of these, there's often a lot of other dynamics at play. And that's what you see happen here. Democrats made a lot of mistakes. We had some really flawed candidates get into the race in the beginning, Cuomo and Adams, and people then turned their eye to Mamdani. And then this extended period where Adams wouldn't get out, it just gave him an open lane to run with it. And so now, we're having all this discussion. Adams is out. Maybe Sliwa will get out. I mean, I think it's too late at this point. Barring some sort of major misstep, I don't see how this fundamentally changes.
The rich liberals, they're going to get what they deserve with this guy, Ned, and they're going to get it hard.
I say this all the time, Dagan. We live in a consequence-free society, and it'd be nice to see people, when they vote for something, getting the consequences good and hard. That's how you learn the best lessons. And I think you're going to have to get back to Dinkins levels of crime and corruption and filth in New York for these liberals to actually learn their lesson and go, we don't want to do this again. But yeah, I don't see him losing. I think the only real question is it 10 points, 15 points, 20 points on election night as the margin of victory? And then we get to really see a socialist experiment. And I would remind people, though, Trump's made it very clear, there will be no federal dollars as a backstop to this experiment. So I think we're going to get to see something in its unvarnished truth, how it works. And I think it'll be an utter disaster for the city.
You said Dinkins. Let's go back to A. Beam. I'm old enough to remember New York under A. Beam. And he's going to have, if Mamdani wins, he's got 3 years of Trump. Good luck, buddy.
But, Kim, real quick, should we also pay attention to why Mamdani has gotten so much attention and why he's been so popular when he talks about affordability? Do Republicans need to have an answer to that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And look, the reason Mamdani is getting away with it is because he uses the words, and that's what people hear, and they're not thinking about his actual proposals of how he's going to get there. But there is a lesson for Republicans in this. There are, we just saw this with Biden. Inflation is terrible. You cannot survive it politically. And we've got a lot of different prices. The economy is looking okay, but they're going to have to double down on economic success.
Yes.
Kim Strassel, great to see you. Ned Ryun, you as well, both of you.
Thank
Tip
you.
of the hat.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.